Hello, snowmen and fat hens. As you can probably tell by my background, it's quite snowy out, and if you're anything like me, you're wondering where the snow came from. Well, give me a minute to step inside and I'll show you. There's a complex and unique design to every single snowflake, and what's remarkable about that is that it happens spontaneously in nature. Normally in nature, things get more chaotic, and look at a snowflake, I mean, the thing is practically perfect, right? Well, not exactly. A lot, if not most of snowflakes are actually quite ugly, unsymmetrical, branches sprouting off where there's not supposed to be. But for the select few that you do really see and that do look very good, they look really good, and I'm wondering how they get like that. And before I get too far into this, I'd like to comment that it's very fortunate that snowflakes fall the way they do. If they fall as big hail chunks all the time, I mean, think about what that would do to your roof, right? So back to the main topic. Snowflakes get their shape from a variety of environmental conditions. Chief among them are temperature and humidity. When the conditions are at a specific place, they can form very broad, flat, hexagonal designs, but at different conditions they might form a shape completely different, like a long cylinder. But snowflakes, even when exposed to pretty much the same environmental conditions, look extremely different. And to explore why this is, we need to go deeper inside the snowflake. As you may know, clouds are formed by tiny droplets of water condensed onto a piece of dust. And when the temperature drops below a certain level, these droplets begin to freeze. And the freezing on these droplets is actually quite regular. They all form a pretty much perfect hexagon. But there are minor variations throughout the hexagon. They could be taller than they are skinnier. They could be a little unequal on one side. In fact, I think I could use a visual model to explain this better. Okay, so I've taken the liberty to make up this model in Blender and this thing right here. It represents our seed, and the seed is extremely valuable in the formation of snowflake. It's the fundamental piece, and it's basically a hexagon. And just imagine this with closed tops. I didn't feel like actually doing that. So yeah, it's just like that all the way around. Just a hexagon. Nothing really big about this. But the thing is that you could scale it. It could vary in height or diameter. It's the same thing. It's the ratio of height to diameter that really matters. So really long ones will form kind of hollow cylinders that look kind of like this. And narrow ones will spread out to become flakes, because as more and more gathers right here, bumps will form more on the end, and then once those get started, the higher surface area will just encourage much more branching out, and that's how you get snowflakes. Ta-da! So unfortunately, it's not magic that causes snowflakes to form, it's thermodynamics. The water molecules automatically want to form the shape that's most comfortable for them to fit into. The branches aren't dependent on one another, but since they pretty much start out with the same base, they're all gonna end up looking the same. Well, that's it for today's Sheldon Show. I hope you enjoyed yourself, and I will leave you off with the slideshow of some snowflakes I liked. I got off of snowcrystals.com. Enjoy. And bye.